Ladies and gentlemen, hello, it's Garth here, Garth Spears. This is part 4B. We're continuing with how charisma depends on emotions, and in this video we'll focus on emotional awareness, which is these two boxes down at the bottom there. On the last video, remember, we looked at how we express our emotions, and there were three styles of emotional expressiveness. There was pull, push, and neutral. In this video, we'll move on to the next box, which is this one here. And it's our awareness of the hidden emotional messages that come from outside ourselves. So let me just squeeze a bit of space here. That's better. Our awareness of emotional messages coming from outside ourselves depends on our ability to read the subtle and hidden non-verbal behavior coming from other people, their body language and their tone of voice. Well, first of all, you have to notice this hidden behavior, and then you've got to be able to deal with it. It's like the elephant in the room. It's obvious, and yet nobody sees it, or if they do, they ignore it. And they ignore it because they're scared. They just don't know how to deal with it. It's like opening Pandora's box. You don't do that unless you know how to handle what comes out. For example, the in-laws arrive, yeah? And we just can't muster up the courage to deal with all the unspoken baggage. Or in business, we can't seem to deal with the bad meetings that waste our time and go on and on and on. And closely related to this is the wolf in sheep's clothing. Pretending to be kind, pretending to be helpful, doing what's in our best interest, but in reality we get shafted. Like Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can. He played the infamous con man, Frank Abagnale, who conned people out of millions. Okay, so the question is, how can charisma help? Well, people with emotional charisma have trained themselves. They've trained themselves to be aware and deal skillfully with the unspoken messages. They hear what people say, the words they speak, and they also carefully watch how they say it, the body language. And if there's a discrepancy, they're able to see it and have the skills to deal with it. In other words, they see whether somebody is believable. And when someone is believable, it's called congruence. Congruence. Here's a piece of TV called Lie to Me. Apart from being edge of the seat thriller, it's great for understanding the power of body language. It's about behavioral experts who use it to determine if suspects in crimes are lying or not. And what it all comes down to is their ability to read people's body language and see if how they say it is congruent with what they say. So the main point of emotional awareness in terms of outer awareness is the ability to determine congruence. And of course, we have to be congruent ourselves. And I'll say more about that in the next videos. Well, right, I think that'll do for this video. In the next one, we'll look at emotional awareness from the point of view of our inner subjective awareness. So thank you for watching and listening. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.